The woman I love.
Here, here.
Here, here.
Honey, what are you doing here?
I'm really sorry. This is totally my mistake. Really. Excuse me. Really.
Dixie, wait. Wait. Dixie, you don't have to just
No,
run
really.
off.
I'm sorry, really. I shouldn't have barged in. I just came by to see Ruth and Joe. I didn't mean to interrupt. Really. Excuse me.
Dixie, honey. Dixie! Excuse me. Dixie, darling, sweetheart, listen, I feel just terrible about this.
No, Ruth, really, you shouldn't feel bad. I mean, you have a right to throw a party in your own home. I'm sorry, really. I shouldn't have barged in like that.
You have every right to drop by any time.
No, next time, I promise I will definitely call first, really. Now, I want you just to go back to your party. I mean, I don't... What is that, a rehearsal dinner?
Yeah, I guess that's what you'd call it, yeah.
Right. I mean, of course, tomorrow's the big day. Did you make your lemon mousse? Oh, I just think it's absolutely the perfect occasion for it. You know, lemons, they're on sale this week.
You don't understand, darling. This party
Ruth,
is not...
I completely understand. Trust me. This is all really sunk in.
Dixie must still be out there with Ruth.
Yeah, I guess.
So I think that maybe you should say something to her.
Like what?
You'll think of something.
Darling, listen, Joe and I felt trapped. We both think that Tad is rushing into this marriage, but if we oppose him, we could lose him. And after those 2 horrible years when he was gone...
Ruth, it's okay. I understand. You don't have to say anything, really. It's all right. I just came here to find something out. And I did.
What'd you find out?
Well, now your jeans match your attitude, and they both stink for tonight.
Well, if you don't like them, you can always leave.
You know, other people have problems in this world besides you. There's other places I'd rather be.
So go to one of them.
Well, unfortunately, I wasn't lucky enough to be invited.
And I'm so lucky.
Look, Erica is really trying to go all out for this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a lot of birth mothers who just slam the door right in your face.
Well, there's still time.
Now, what makes you think she'd do that?
What doesn't? What has the great and wonderful Erica Kane ever done for her oldest daughter? I went to Her Royal Highness like you suggested. And all she could come up with was a dinner party.
So it's a start. What do you expect?
Don't you get it? It's Erica's way of playing it safe. Don't you know what's going to happen tonight?
Well, I'm getting hungry. I was hoping that food might be on the agenda.
Well, I'll sit down at her fancy table and I will use the wrong fork or maybe mispronounce the name of the caviar. Maybe I just won't sparkle enough to keep our hostess interested. She'll realize we have nothing in common. She'll let everyone see that she's given it her best effort, but it'd be better if we went our separate ways. A kinder, gentler door slam in my face.
You've given this dinner a lot of thought.
I'm going to be swept under the rug anyway. May as well save Erica the trouble. Anyway, I'm doing her a favor. Maybe she'll be disappointed for a minute or two, but she'll bounce back just fine.
I get it.
Well, then good. Could you leave? Because I have things to do.
You don't have to be scared, you know.
Who's scared?
You're seeing tonight like some kind of test that you're not going to pass.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah? Okay. You put on something decent. We'll go over there. We'll see who's crazy.
I'll go back inside, but please talk to each other.
Your guests are inside. Brooke is inside.
Did you come here looking for me?
Why would I come here looking for you?
I don't know. You tell me.
I was not looking for you. We've already said everything that we have to say to each other.
Yeah. In the park, I remember. I asked you if we'd left anything unsaid, if we'd left anything hanging.
Well, yeah. Actually, there is something I have to tell you. I could not be happier that you and Brooke are being married tomorrow.
Is that so?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. I mean, it's such a relief. Thank you for not dragging it out. I mean, now, at least for me, I won't have any more of these embarrassing moments and bridal showers and engagement parties. Besides which, then I won't be tortured by all these let's pity Dixie Cooney type of
Not
things.
pity, Dixie.
Oh, yeah, it isn't? Good, because I really don't need it. I am fine. I'm fine.
When is dinner, sweetheart? I am starving.
It will be ready when it's ready.
Don't rush the chef, Joe. Well, I don't know if anybody's ready to eat yet anyway.
Oh, why don't I get you another cheese puff, okay?
Now, Phoebe, repeat after me. It's none of my business.
But-
It's none of my business.
Is everything all right?
There's nothing to worry about. Dixie's just fine.
Yeah, fine. On a scale of 1 to 10,
Knock
10
it
being
off.
fine and dandy.
Ladies and gentlemen, my mother has prepared a delicious banquet. It's waiting for us in the dining room. So why don't we all just move the party in the dining room, shall we? Sure. Let's go.
Hi, Dick. Hi. Hi.
Dixie, what are you doing here?
Oh, well, I'm kind of just,
Oh, hello. Hello, everyone. Come on in.
Right.
You're just in time. You'll find everyone in the dining room. The buffet is being served right
Great,
now.
thank you.
yeah, go in. Yeah, you got to try Ruth's lemon mousse. It's delicious.
Great,
thanks.
We'll see you, Dick.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Trevor.
Yeah, good to see you, too.
Dixie.
Oh, Mrs. Wallingford, if you're going to say something about Tad, don't.
You didn't tell him, did you?
Mrs. Wallingford, please.
You still love Tad so desperately, and yet you didn't let him know.
You know, everybody I've ever known keeps telling me how much Tad loves me. Except for Tad and Uncle Palmer. Even my sister, Lady, she calls from Paris, and she tells me, when's the wedding going to be, Only she thinks I'm going to be the bride. Isn't that funny?
But you should be the one who's walking down the aisle.
Tad and Dixie, our relationship is absolutely over, all right? Even Ruth and Joe don't buy it anymore.
Why on earth do you say that?
Look inside. They're giving Tad and Brooke a rehearsal dinner. It's like welcome to the family time.
Oh, for heaven's sake, so what? Look, Dixie, do you have to wait for a consensus before you'll speak? If you're expecting an ironclad bee that your love will be unconditionally returned, I'm sorry, but you're not going to get it. Nobody does. Why, even the rich and powerful, they have to take their risks in this life. If the human race depended on guarantees, there would be no population problem, I assure you.
But Tad and Brooke are getting married tomorrow. They are going through with it. You were there. She's like trying on a dress.
Dear, Tad and Brooke share one thing in common, besides little Jamie. Neither of them will admit it when they have made a mistake.
Well, I hope you remember to tell them that on their golden wedding anniversary.
For some reason of their own, they are bound and determined to see this wedding through. We've all given our opinions, but any naysayers or doubting Thomases are just summarily dismissed.
So what does that leave me? Nothing.
Well, there's only one thing that can change this. There's only one thing in the world that can stop that ceremony, and that is if you let Tad know how much you love him.
Nothing is going to change Tad's mind now.
Perhaps, but perhaps not. How are we going to know?
Mrs. Wallingford, I know what you're trying to do, and on a better day, I might appreciate it, but it's been a long day. I mean, it's been a long, hard life, and I'm tired. Do you understand me? I'm tired of everything. I just can't take another fight anymore. Maybe if I had a week or a month just to relax, you know, to have a nice, normal life, maybe.
You poor child. You don't have a month or a week even. You have only one night. And please listen to the voice of experience. It's not going to get any easier.
I can't go back in there.
Then take these. My offer still stands. Who knows? Maybe a night of rest and contemplation at Willow Lake will equal a whole month of recuperation elsewhere.
The cabin?
Yes. My groundskeeper will open it up for you. In fact, he hates it when we don't use it. It's really an idyllic spot, dear. And when you get to thinking, if you decide you'd like to invite someone else up there with you, like a groom-to-be, perhaps, it's a perfect place to talk.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think Tad's going to want to hear from me, you know, the night before his wedding.
Well, think about it, dear. Think about it. I mean, what have you got to lose? What harm could that do? And maybe a night of contemplation and rest, you'll feel tomorrow like it isn't so difficult to fight for what you really, truly want.
Hey, Lovebirds, do you think I could borrow the Brooks to here for a second?
Yeah, just keep your hands to yourself.
Oh, he knows better.
Yeah.
So where's Natalie?
Timmy's got the creeping crud and doesn't feel so good. Natalie didn't want to leave him alone.
I'm sorry. You and Natalie have been through a lot.
Oh, we're hunky-dory now. So, how's the bride-to-be, huh?
Well, look at this face. Does this look unhappy to you?
Not from this angle. Look at that diamond.
Nice, huh?
Just ran into Dixie smack dab outside the door. What's the story?
That was an unfortunate coincidence.
No Freudian slipperoos?
Trevor, Tad and Dixie are a thing of the past.
Oh, like your buddy Edmund, huh?
Yes, exactly like Edmund. From now on, it is Tad and Jamie and I.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't be happier.
That's all I wanted to know.
Good.
You pillage-swindler!
Palmer, Cortlandt, what the devil has got into you? You keep your hands off of my baby.
Your baby has been very busy. In between romantic escapades, he's been arranging a vital loan for Cortlandt Electronics.
What?
Listen, are you okay?
Better than that, I'm delirious.
And if I don't meet the terms of that loan, my entire company virtually belongs to him.
You got that much moolah?
And then some.
You can gloat now. Can't you see what your son's trying to do? He took you away from me, and now he's trying to take the company that I built from the ground up.
Palmer, come on, stop ranting. All you got to do is meet the terms of the loan. Or don't you have any confidence in your management?
Don't you talk to me about confidence. Not while you're about to waltz off with Junior and Peter's inheritance.
Their inheritance was about to go into Chapter 11 thanks to your capable supervision.
And Tad didn't have anything to do with our bust-up either. That was all your...
Open your eyes, woman! Just take a look at that evil smirk on his face.
On the contrary, I thought it was mighty generous of Tad to bail your tush out.
So did I.
That wasn't a gesture of goodwill. No, he didn't come out and offer help like an above-board businessman. No, he hid behind a phony holding company. PEA Inc. Does anybody have any idea what that means?
You must have called in a lot of favors for this one, Palmer.
PEA?
Pigeon Eaters Anonymous. That's your son's warped sense of humor taking a dig at my birthplace. Why can't you see what's happening?
Oh, for crying out loud, Palmer. Tad's just having a little fun. I mean, anybody in this room knows that you would never take a loan from him, so he put on a little mask, you know, like the Lone Ranger. Besides, nobody had to know about that loan if you hadn't come barging in here like howling like some hound from hell.
And may I remind you that you weren't invited.
Good night, Palmer.
You're not going to be allowed to spoil this evening for another second, so...
You don't understand. None of you understand. Only Tad and I know what he's really trying to do.
What's family for?
You're still the same ruthless opportunist you always were. Only now you have the wherewithal to pull whatever you want. Can't anybody see that the inmate now has the keys to the asylum?
Palmer, look, if you're that upset, maybe we can get together next week and discuss the terms of the loan. But for right now, excuse me, I'm getting married tomorrow, and tonight is very special for me.
You haven't won yet, Martin.
We'll put you up, Palmer, if we have to.
Fools. And all Tad really cares about is getting even with the people who remember him as the conniving little scoundrel that he was and he always will be. Say one word about his life as a cad and he'll try to destroy you too. Listen, I'm not the only one who remembers. It's a long list.
You stop that right
Let him
now,
go.
Palmer.
He's almost out of steam.
This is a little boy's payback time. He's paying me back by trying to steal my company. He's paying poor Dixie back by marrying Brooke. Well, celebrate that, everybody.
Well, wasn't that long across the lake?
That other rowboat down by the dock stays here on this side. So whenever you want to row back, you can. Or just give me a holler. My number's by the phone.
Thanks, Lou.
Anytime. Mrs. Wallingford told me to give you the royal treatment. I don't know what that means way out here in the middle of the woods, but I'm at your service.
No, thanks. I don't think I'll be needing anything special, though.
Okie doke. Now, there's a big storm headed our way. You're not planning on going out anywhere tonight.
Oh, no, actually, I don't mind thunderstorms, actually. It's civilization I'm trying to escape.
Well, enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Not looking for you. I mean, we've already said everything that we have to say to each other.
Yeah. In the park, I remember. I asked you if we'd left anything unsaid, if we'd left anything hanging.
What do I do?
Goodbye, Ma.
Yeah, well, I just can't go without apologizing again for that hate-filled scorpion I once held dear.
Oh, Opal, it's not your fault.
Well, I just don't understand why Palmer's got caught in his craw these
It's okay,
days.
Ma.
All right, okay. Well, I wish you both the best, or at least better marital luck than some members of this family.
Thank you, Opal.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll see you back at the ranch, honey. Yeah, I'll probably still be up with Petey's midnight feeding. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Thank God she's finally gone.
Darling, she is very upset.
Well, with good reason.
Yeah, Palmer better not try showing up at the ceremony
Don't
tomorrow.
worry, if he does, we'll show him the door.
Listen, thank you for this party. Really, it was lovely.
Oh, Brooke, come on. It was our pleasure.
Well, if you'll excuse us, we want to get to the cleanup, otherwise we'll be up all night.
Oh, well, let me help.
No, you are not going to be allowed to lift one finger
Don't
tonight.
even try to argue with me.
Okay. Good night, you dear.
Good night.
Your family is really wonderful.
Well, they're your family, too, now. Brooke, I'm sorry. I know this wasn't exactly the best party of your life.
The entertainment left something to be desired.
I don't know about that. Palmer was trying to do his best Grim Reaper impersonation. I think we should be honored.
How can you joke about what went on here tonight?
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you take seriously anything he'd say.
He came in the door and he slapped you. And you didn't say anything about the loan to me.
Brooke, it's not like I didn't have my hands filled with other things.
Well, what about Dixie showing up here? Are you going to tell me that you're not the slightest bit bothered by anything that happened here tonight?
No. No. Listen to me. I don't care what happened tonight. Palmer, Dixie, I don't care if the heavens open up and swallow Pine Valley whole. I don't have one single solitary doubt about marrying you tomorrow.